Hi everybody, this is Annie Blackfox and this is my channel Life After XXX. First of all, hi from Thailand. I'm sorry for the background decorations and background noise. I have a mic here, but I think you still hear the noise from the car and reconstruction and motorbikes, everything. Anyway, I hope who is interested will listen to me anyway. Is it right? I have drunk umbrella here because of cocktails. Anyway, today I want to tell you my story about Everest base camp. How I was going there, why, how was it, and some interesting facts and funny stories about this. Why? Because a lot of people asking me about that, and a lot of people, like 99%, when I say that I was in the Everest base camp trekking, they're like, whoa, oh my god, you've been in an Everest base camp, this is amazing. And I feel quite awkward when people are reacting like that, because it's not amazing, it's not so difficult, and you not have to be tough, sporty, or a very big fan of hiking to do that. Like, everybody can do it, literally. Young, old, are you 10 years old or 70 years old? I met a lot of different people in different health conditions there. That's not tough, and probably I will ruin now, the whole cool image around people who do Everest base camp. First of all, Everest base camp is not at the top of Everest, it's only base camp. 5,364 meters, and it's not so difficult. Yes, there is a hazard of altitude sickness. Yes, there is hazard of falling down or be dehydrated or have a strong headache where helicopter have to rescue, and you pay for that because insurance doesn't pay for this kind of helicopters. But if you do all basic simple rules, it's not difficult. Plus, in Nepal, I did it from Nepal side, there are Sherpas who is helping you with heavy backpack, tips for where to stay tonight, and for a company if you're like alone and lonely. Why I did it? Well, that was kind of tough time for me, and Everest base camp was a way to go out of my comfort zone. I just broke up with some boyfriend. I felt very bad. That was a karmic relationships where I had to just go through that and learn some lessons, and I was so bad after that. It's like completely ruined me mentally. I knew that with time it's gonna be better, but I'm not gonna just sit and wait when this time come. I had to do something with my mental condition. So in 2 months after kind of depression, cry, and almost not eating anything, I decided, like, fuck it, I don't want to be the victim. I will create my life by myself. I packed my backpack and I went to Nepal. First 2 weeks were Vipassana meditation, and then like few days break in a Kathmandu in a Tamil district, then Everest base camp. So I didn't go with any group, I didn't buy any tour, I didn't have any plan. I just bought tickets for myself, one way to Lukla. That's where trekking to Everest base camp starts. On the airport, I met the guide of another group, and he told me that he had some buddies, some Sherpa who he knows, who live in Lukla already. I'm like, okay, well, it might be helpful. So when I came to Lukla, I met this guy, this Sherpa, and we had a deal for price and for conditions, and so I took him as my Sherpa. But I repeating, I did not have any tour or any group, like, no way. I was going through the tough psychological time, and I had to do it alone, without annoying guide, without annoying group, without annoying people around me. So I went alone, and I said Sherpa straight that, dude, you go like in front or backward, like we go separated. I want to go alone. I want to walk alone. I want to see the nature, landscape, sing some songs, listen to some music, listen to birds, maybe observe some animals around, but no people around me. I want to go with my head and go through my brain, my mind. Some people don't know actually that Everest base camp trekking is not like a real alpinism or real mountain summits access. Everest base trekking, you go a little bit, like 2-3 hours per day, then you stay in a lodge, in some hotel, some hostel, whatever, because it's not like abandoned, empty territory. Everywhere in Nepal, in Himalayas, there are small villages. People there know that the tourists need place to sleep and eat, so they created a lot of lodges. Well, they call it lodge. It's basically the mountain hotels, where you stay, where you order the food, where you have hot water for shower. It's very expensive there, but still you do have it. You do have this option. It's where you can sleep. Some lodges offer like a real soft bed with blanket, and some order just, bunk bed where you use your own sleeping bag. The funny story is that in this time I had like very good sleeping bag, like very warm one, but some little bastard was living there, some spider or bug, I don't know, something was living there, and every morning I was waking up with one big bite on my body somewhere, like a giant, like I guess I had like reaction, very bad one, and it was itching so badly. And one time it was on my face was half swollen. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, who will see me in Himalayas? About the time, how fast you can reach the Everest base camp. Up to you. I was not in a rush. I didn't have goal to go as fast as possible. It took about 5-6 days to reach it, and maybe 3 or 4 days to go back. Some days I could go more, but it's like highly not recommended, because to avoid altitude sickness you should ascend maximum on 500 meters on altitude, and if you go more, then it's high risk that you will have a headache and start of altitude sickness. So sometimes this 500 meters altitude takes only 1.5 or 2 hours, and then you're like, okay, I'm done for today. I can't go upper or further because I don't want to turn back and fucked up all my trip. That years, it was like 2014 or 2015, I had my Lonely Planet book about trekking in Nepal, and I remember the phrase there that the most goal-motivated trekkers usually not reaching the goals and turn down. Why? Because they don't put attention on their symptoms. They like, it's just a headache. Oh, it's just like strong heartbeat. Like it's nothing. So this is like bad. You should really focus on your body and on your feelings. If you have some altitude sickness symptoms, wait 1 or 2 days on the same spot to acclimatize or turn back, or call a rescue helicopter. I was getting some pills against altitude sickness, for blood, for vessels, for heart, for head, for some other things, and probably that helped me. So I didn't have any altitude sickness. Maybe on the last day, when it was already upper than 5,000 meters, slightly headache was starting to appear, but on the next day we already went back a little bit lower, so it was smooth and fine. On those 1 month in Nepal with Vipassana and Everest base trekking, I cleaned my mind so well. I was so pure, and I totally gave up with my ex-bad depending relationships, depending psychologically, and with my karma lessons. I found answers on the questions which were like bothering me. I clearly saw what I do want to do in my life and what I don't. For example, I always saw that porn might be something what I'm forcing to do myself, but no, after my cleaning mind, I clearly saw that I do want to do it and I do want to continue, and this is me and it's my way and my destiny, if you like this word. This was also kind of surprising me that fuck, I will not stop, I want to continue, and I'm missing my shootings, my adult industry environments, and myself as a porn actress. I hope it was an interesting episode today. Please put thumb up and maybe subscribe, and see my another episode about other things. This was Annie Blackfox. See you in a week.